Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Smith and I am the school counselor at Vogel Elementary School. And as a school counselor, our role is to help all students in all areas of academic, college and career, and social emotional needs. We provide small group and individual counseling sessions, and we also go into the classroom and provide whole classroom lessons. The comprehensive counseling team, we met this year and we developed lessons for all students in EVSC from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade. So students, don't forget to share some of those lessons that you learned from your school counselor. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into our lesson today. And we are going to be discussing how to be mindful of your body. And before we get started, let's make sure that we are ready and focused and calm for today's lesson. So I'm going to show you how to do some mindful butterfly breathing. So go ahead and take your hands, and you're going to take your thumbs and put them like this. And it kind of looks like that butterfly up on the screen. And when you take a deep breath, you're going to close your hands. And when you breathe out through your mouth, you're going to open them back up. So let's go ahead and try that together one time. Ready? Take a deep breath in through your nose. Breathe out. Great job. And now let's do it 2 more times. And when you're doing this, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to focus on your breathing and your hands opening and closing with your breaths. So ready? Let's go ahead and make our butterfly. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Great job. So I hope you're calm and focused and you are ready to learn today. So before we get into our story and our activity today, let's look at what does it mean to be mindful. What do you think it means to be mindful? Let's take a look. It is when you pay full attention to something. So just now when you were doing your butterfly mindful breathing, what were the 2 things that you were supposed to be focusing on? Do you remember? Go ahead and shout it out. Yes, you're breathing and your hands going in and out. Great job focusing and paying attention. So when you're mindful, it is not always easy. And it is going to take practice because our brains are always going. It's always thinking. And a lot of times our brains, we're thinking about what happened yesterday or in the past, or we're focusing on what's going to happen in the future, an hour from now or tomorrow. But when we're mindful, we are present in that moment. We are aware of our feelings, our body's sensations, and the surrounding environment. And like I said, that's going to take a lot of practice. So let's go, before we get into our book, let's look at feelings. Can you name some feelings? Because you need to be aware of feelings. What are some feelings that you have been feeling since we have not been in school? Go ahead and shout them out. Let me hear. I hear angry, sad, frustrated, annoyed. I even hear excited and happy. Yes, those are all different feelings. And we can experience multiple feelings in one day. Raise your hand if you felt 3 or 4 feelings in one day. Yeah, me too. So being mindful is that we have to be aware of those feelings. The other thing, in order to be mindful, the second thing is going to be our body's sensations. We have to be aware of our sensations. What is that? What are body sensations? Do you know? Well, if you don't, it is those physical feelings we have inside and outside our body. So for an example, if you're getting angry at your sister for coming into your room while you're trying to do your virtual learning and she's getting you really frustrated, the feeling that you might be feeling is frustrated or angry or annoyed. What's some sensations that you may feel when you're feeling that way? Maybe tense. Maybe your heart is beating really fast. Maybe you ball up your fist. When I get annoyed or angry, my jaw tends to tighten up. You might get hot inside like it's a volcano. Those are sensations. That is your body, a warning sign telling your body that you might be feeling this type of way, that you might be angry. And so if we're aware of that, then we're able to calm ourselves down and make good choices. And the third part of being mindful is you're aware of the surrounding environment. You're aware of what's going on around you. So let me ask you, why do you think it is important to listen to your body? Based off of what we just talked about, go ahead and share with one another at home. Why do you think it's important for us to listen to our body? Well, I think it's important because when we have those big emotions and those big feelings, if we can pay attention to our body and know those warning signs and be able to identify a feeling, then we can calm ourselves down and make a good choice. We'll be able to take care of our body and be kind to ourselves. So if you came up with that answer, great job. So now I want you to turn and talk. I want you to turn and talk to someone in your family, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, grandma. And I want you to share a time when you were angry and frustrated recently, or a feeling that you have felt since we've been out of school, since we started this virtual learning. Maybe you've been annoyed like we talked about, or frustrated, or angry, or sad that you can't see your friends or your teacher. Go ahead and share that feeling that you have been feeling this last month. And how did you know you were feeling that way? When you were sad, were you crying? Do you feel your tummy all tight? Maybe you're always so tense, or your jaw is always so tense, or you're getting headaches. And how did you handle the situation when you were angry? Maybe you were really upset, like I said as the example previously about your sister coming in and disrupting your learning. How did you handle that situation? Did you make a good choice? Did you use a positive coping strategy, a good way to calm yourself down? Or did you not make a good choice? And if you didn't make a good choice, that's okay. We're going to learn today some strategies for you to learn how to calm yourself down. And you're going to find what works best for you. So we're going to be reading a book today called Listening to My Body by Gabi Garcia. And this is one of my favorite books to read in my small groups when I'm teaching the younger students about mindfulness and before we start getting into our yoga and meditation. And what I also love about this book is that I'm going to need some help from you, because we are going to be talking about our sensations and our feelings, and we're going to see how they go hand in hand together. And when I say let's practice, I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need your participation in this reading of this book. So are you ready? I can't hear you. Are you ready? Great job. And when we practice, we're going to be practicing some different sensations and some different coping strategies so we can calm down when we have those big feelings. So let's get started with our book. My body is my friend. It tells me lots of things. I yawn when I'm tired. My stomach growls to let me know I'm hungry. And sometimes I get goosebumps when I'm cold. This happens on its own without me doing anything. I may not even notice that it's happening, but I can start paying attention to my body, and so can you. So you ready? Let's practice. We are going to be practicing looking at our palm. So go ahead and put your palm up. And you see all those lines that are on your palm? Go ahead and take your finger, and I'm going to need you to trace those lines on your hand. And when you're doing that, I want you to pay attention to what it feels like. So go ahead and start tracing, and stop when I tell you to. Okay, stop. What did you feel? I felt when I did it, it was kind of ticklish, and I felt a little sweaty in my palms. Guess what? Guess what those are? Sensations. Great job. When I pay attention and listen to my body, I notice many different sensations. Sensations are those physical feelings we all have inside and outside our body. Cold, sweaty, strong, and breathless are examples of some sensations. Have you felt any of these sensations before? I know I have. I've been breathless and sweaty when I let my dog Kobe outside and he doesn't listen to me and I have to run after him. What feeling do you think I'm feeling when I'm breathless and sweaty chasing my dog? Frustrated. You got it. Good job. And guess what? It is time for us to practice another type of sensation. Are you ready? Okay. Go ahead and take your hands and I want you to rub them together as fast as you can and pay attention to what you feel. Ready? Go. Keep going. Great job. Keep rubbing them together. Stop. What do you feel? I feel heat. I even feel a little tingling. And I also feel my palms are a little sweaty. What about you? What do you feel? Did you feel the same way that I did? The sensations in my body are always changing. There are times when my body is so wiggly and squirmy that it's like I have ants in my pants. And other times my body is calm and still. Sometimes the beat of my heart is like a gentle tap, and sometimes it feels like a pounding drum. Okay, you know what time it is. Let's practice. We are going to be practicing with our heartbeat. So what I want you to do is stand up and just put your hand on your heart. Can you feel it beating? If not, that's okay. You might be at rest. You're at calm. So I want you to pop up, stand up in place, and I want you to run as fast as you can in place. High knees all the way up. Keep going. Let's see who can run the fastest in place. The boy with the Pokemon pajamas, you're running so fast. Great job. Keep running. Stop. Now put your hand on your heart. What do you feel? Do you feel your heart beating a little faster? What about inside your body? Do you notice anything change? The temperature? Do you feel hot inside? Maybe you're a little sweaty. Maybe you're out of breath. Guess what? What are those called? Let me hear you. Sensations. Great job. And some of those sensations, when my heart beats really fast, or my hands are sweaty, or I'm sweaty, I may be angry or frustrated or annoyed. So those are some feelings that go with some of those sensations. I also listen to my body for clues about how I'm feeling about the things happening around me. Feelings are not good or bad. They're something we all experience. Curious, proud, grumpy, and scared are a few things we all have. What other feelings can you name? And you guys did a great job naming some of those feelings at the beginning of our lesson. What I've learned from listening to my body is that sensations and feelings go together. I noticed this when I got to ride a roller coaster for the first time. I was super excited that I was finally tall enough to ride, but I also felt nervous as I climbed on board. My belly felt squishy and fluttery. My mom calls that having butterflies in your stomach, but I thought it felt more like a kitty chasing ping pong balls in there. What sensations do you notice when you're excited or nervous? When I get nervous, my heart also beats kind of fast, and I get butterflies in my stomach, and I feel a little jittery. What about you? Do you feel the same way? When I got off the roller coaster, I was buzzing and tingling all over. My eyes were like saucers, and I had a smile plastered to my face. I felt awesome. Okay, guess what time it is? You guessed it, it's time to practice. We are going to practice because sometimes when you're feeling nervous or anxious, if you take some belly breaths, you can calm yourself down. So we're going to practice taking our belly breaths. So go ahead and take your hands and put it on your belly. And when you breathe in, your belly is going to go out. And when you breathe out, your belly is going to go in. So ready? Put your hands on your belly. Take a deep breath in. Good job. 2 more times. Breathe in. Good. 1 more time. Great job. So that's one strategy that you can use when you feel anxious or nervous. Sometimes when I'm sad, I get a lump in my throat that makes it hard to talk or breathe. Soon, warm tears roll down my face, and I may start to cry harder. Crying makes me feel better. So do hugs. We all feel sad at times. What do you need when you feel sad? So when I'm sad, I like a hug too, or sometimes I like to be alone or go for a walk or read a book. Sometimes I even like to listen to music. But guess what we're gonna practice? We're gonna practice giving ourselves a hug. Are you ready? It might feel silly at first, but I want you to try it. So stand up and take your arms and wrap them around you and give yourself a nice gentle hug. You can kind of sway back and forth. You can move your arms up and your hands up and down your arms. Go ahead and give yourself a little tighter hug. Or if you want to just do a gentle squeeze. You find what works best for you. Do you like a gentle hug or a tight squeeze? I like a tight squeeze when I'm upset. That makes me feel better. My mom once explained to me that sensations and feelings are like waves in the ocean. Some come crashing in, while others roll in gently, and they always come and go. We can't stop the waves from coming, but we can pay attention to them so they don't knock us over. Sometimes my skin gets burning hot and my jaw and fists feel hard as a rock. That happened to my body the last time I got angry at my sister. She just destroyed the puzzle I was working on all afternoon. I stomped my feet and slammed the door, but I really wanted to kick it. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that one. But then I remembered to take my deep breaths and blow out through my lips like a horse. And it didn't take long for my jaw and hands to relax and for my skin to cool down. The angry feelings and sensations faded away. Blowing horse lips even made me feel a little silly, and it tickled. I decided to put the puzzle on a table that my sister couldn't reach. Guess what? We're gonna practice. We have another coping strategy, another way to calm ourselves down when we get angry and we're tense. We're gonna practice, guess what it is? Horse lips. Great job. So when you do horse lips, you gotta make sure that your lips are not tense, they're relaxed. And you're gonna breathe in through your nose and then breathe out doing the horse lips. So I'm gonna show you. And I tend to not be able to do this under pressure. So let's see if I can do this. Ready? And I want you to do it with me. Breathe in. Good job. And it might feel silly. You might spit a little bit. It might even tickle. That's okay. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. Make sure you breathe in first. Breathe in. Good job. And you know what? It even makes you kind of smile. So if you're angry, if you do that, that might even make you smile and forget what you're angry about if it's something small. So good job practicing your horse lips. Sometimes I get overwhelmed and need help from a grown-up. On the first day of school, I woke up super early because I couldn't stop thinking about what my new class would be like. My stomach felt like it was tied in knots, so I didn't eat breakfast. In class, it was hard for me to focus on what my new teacher, Miss Morgan, was saying, and my body was shaky. When it was time to line up, I accidentally bumped my desk and knocked my stuff all over the floor. Everything was going wrong. Miss Morgan helped me pick up my things, and I took deep breaths like she reminded me. I told her about my morning, and she explained that our brains have a hard time thinking when our bodies are tired and hungry. Miss Morgan thought I would feel better if I had a snack and rested in a quiet area while the class was at recess. She was right. I was calm and able to focus, so the rest of the day went much better. It's okay to get help when we need it. Who is an adult that can help you? So who can help you when you're feeling sad or overwhelmed or really excited? Mom, dad, grandma, brother, sister, your counselor, your teacher, your principal. At other times when I'm upset, I can figure out what I need on my own by listening to my body. I can pay attention to my breathing and my heartbeat, the temperature of my skin, or any other sensation. Am I hungry or thirsty? Tired or full of energy? Is my belly tense and tight or soft and relaxed? These are just some questions I can ask myself. I can also try to name my feelings. Do I feel peaceful or playful, confused or frustrated, hurt or cranky? There are many different ways I may be feeling, and they are all okay. Listening to my body and naming what I feel takes practice, but it helps me figure out what I need. Do I need to have a snack, drink some water, or get some rest? Do I need to take a breath or sing my favorite song? Do I need to sit in a quiet place alone or go outside and jump around? I can color or draw, dance, cuddle with my dog, or hang around someone I love. These are things I do that help make me feel calm, happy, or peaceful. Everybody is different, So you get to decide what feels best for you. The more I practice listening to my body, the better I get at responding with care and kindness for myself. I can get better at listening to my body, and so can you. Great job, guys. And I hope you really enjoyed that book and realizing how our sensations and our feelings go hand in hand. And when we figure out how we're feeling based off our sensations, then we can come up with a solution that can make us feel better. So I have some words on the board: shaky, thirsty, ants in my pants, butterflies in my stomach, goosebumps, stomach growling. What are those examples of? Do you remember from the book? Go ahead and shout it out. Yes, they're sensations. Great job listening. Can we name some feelings that go with some of these sensations? What about butterflies in my stomach? When you get nervous or anxious? Good job. Ants in my pants. Ants in my pants might happen when, let's say you're doing your virtual learning and you're at home and you are working with your mom or your dad doing your math work, and you're getting really frustrated because they just don't understand the way that your teacher taught it, and they keep trying to teach it a different way. So you're getting ants in your pants, you're getting frustrated, you feel like you can't sit there anymore. What do you think you need? How are you feeling? Maybe you're frustrated. Maybe you're just overwhelmed and you need a break. So sometimes when we can pay attention to our body, we can figure out what we needed. So in that situation, you probably need a break and come back at a different time. And we also talked about positive coping strategies in this book. We came up with a whole bunch of strategies of ways that we can calm ourselves down with these big feelings. Can you think of any? Do you remember? Go ahead and shout them out. Oh, I heard giving yourself a hug and our belly breathing. Good job. Our horse lips and some alone time. They talked about also spending time with your family, listening to music. You have to find what's best for you. So now for our activity, I'm so excited. We are going to do some yoga and meditation, because in order to develop our mindfulness and be able to be more mindful, yoga and meditation is going to help us get there. And we are going to be doing it from Yoga Pretzel. It's 50 fun yoga activities for kids and grown-ups, so anyone can do it. It is published by Yoga Ed, and I actually bought this at Barnes & Noble, but you can purchase them also from Amazon. And this is perfect for the whole family to do, so I really hope that you enjoy it. And Yoga Ed is divided into 9 sections. We are going to focus on only 3 sections today. We are going to learn 2 yoga poses, and we're going to end our lesson today in a guided meditation. So the first yoga pose that we are going to learn is our tree pose. And that's going to help you with focusing, because when you have a balanced body, it will create a balanced mind. The second yoga pose we're going to learn is our triangle pose. When you are in a standing posture, like in the triangle pose, it's a good way for you to become fully present in your mind and your body. And then we're going to end our session today, our lesson, in a guided meditation of our special place. And this meditation is going to help you stay focused and also help you be self-aware. And my Vogel Cardinals, we do yoga every Friday. I do it with 4th through 6th grade. And when we do our yoga, we always end it in a guided meditation. And they loved it. Things that I heard them say was, I felt calm, I felt focused, I felt reset and ready to go back and learn. So I hope you feel and get those feelings out of today's activity as well. So let's get started. And we are going to be doing our tree pose first. So if you see with the tree pose, you are going to start in, and what's also great about these cards is that on the back will tell you exactly how to do the yoga pose. So go ahead and stand up, and you are going to make sure you have enough room around you so you're not bumping into anyone. And stand up, and this is actually mountain pose. So you're learning 3 yoga poses today. So mountain pose, you're standing up tall, shoulders back. Pretend like there's a string pulling you from the top of your head. And go ahead and take a deep breath in and breathe out. Good job. And when you're doing this yoga pose, I want you to focus on your breathing, how you're feeling, and the body sensations. So when you are in your mountain pose, I send roots down deep into the earth. Then you're gonna go ahead and bring your hands together at your chest and bring your right foot up and just stay there. Take a deep breath in. I am focused and stable. Great job. It's okay if your foot falls, just bring it back up. And then you're gonna go ahead and reach for the sky. My arms are like branches, and go ahead and wiggle your fingers. Don't forget to breathe. Take a deep breath in. Now bring them above your head. I am a beautiful tree. Great job. And come back down to mountain pose. Now don't forget, you're going to have to do the left side too, but for time's sake, I'm only gonna show you how to do the pose. So make sure that you also do it on the left side as well. The next pose that we're gonna learn is our triangle pose. And so you have to be standing up again, and when you go ahead and take your feet and spread them further than your shoulders. So you want your feet kind of wide apart. And my legs make a stable triangle. Now I want you to go ahead and stretch your arms out. And then you're gonna take your right foot and point it to that side of the room. And your left foot is gonna come in just a little bit, kind of like how you see in the picture. And then I want you to go ahead and reach. Keep your legs straight, and then go down to your ankle. Focus on your breathing and your body's sensations and what you're feeling. Good job. And come back up and come back to mountain pose. Great job, guys. And again, I'm not gonna do the left side, but remember with yoga, you wanna make sure that you do both sides. Great job. And let's go ahead and move to our meditation. This is our guided meditation of our special place. And so go ahead and find somewhere relaxing, somewhere you can lay down, maybe the couch or the floor, or sit up in a chair. Just sit back and relax. Breathe deeply and slowly. Close your eyes and go inside. Feel your breathing and let go of everything else. Imagine a place that is special to you, where you love to be. It may be outside in nature, inside a house, or from a picture or a dream. Wherever it is, go there now. Notice what it looks and smells like. See the textures and hear the sounds. In this special place, it is peaceful and beautiful. You feel safe and loved, happy and relaxed. You can feel your heart and know your own mind. You are free to be yourself, and you decide who else can come in. You can invite someone you love to join you, or you can just be by yourself. Whatever you choose, enjoy some time for you in your special place. So when you're ready, go ahead and sit up, open your eyes. I hope you really enjoyed our yoga poses and our guided meditation. You can also do some mindful walking with your family. Go outside, feel how your foot goes into the ground. Use your 5 senses. What do you hear? What do you smell? And you can even do mindful eating. Take an orange or a fruit or a vegetable. Smell it, feel the texture. Take little bites. That's gonna be some mindful eating that you guys can do together as well to help you develop that mindfulness. So again, I really hope that you guys enjoyed my lesson. If you could, please send us pictures of you and your family doing some yoga poses or some positive coping strategies that you learned today, and hashtag us at WeAreEVSC. Volgo Cardinals, I miss you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys soon. Have a great day.